I want to tell you about a day in 2010 when I had just 3,000 naira to my name. Not 3,000 naira extra, 3,000 naira total. One room in a boys' quarter, my wife, my child, and 500,000 naira in debt hanging over my head like a dark cloud. That morning, I counted the money 3 times, as if counting it again would somehow make it multiply. It didn't, and I had a choice to make. Before we continue, please like and subscribe. Real Naija manifestations, honest motivation for Nigerians building real lives. New videos, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. Now here's what most people don't tell you about being broke. It's not just the empty pocket, it's the empty feeling inside. You start to believe the lies. Maybe I'm not meant for more. Maybe this is just my life. Maybe I should accept it. But that morning, something shifted. I was reading my Bible, not because I was super spiritual, because I was desperate. And I came across Proverbs 13 verse 4. It says, "The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied." The soul of the diligent, not the soul of the lucky, not the soul of the connected, the soul of the diligent. Diligent means consistent, steady, showing up even when it's hard. And I realized something that morning. I had been waiting for a miracle, waiting for a big break, waiting for someone to rescue me. But God wasn't going to do for me what I could do for myself. 2 Thessalonians 3 verse 10 is even more direct. If anyone is not willing to work, let him not eat. Strong words, but true words. Faith requires action. Prayer requires planning. Hope requires hustle. So that day, I made a decision with my 3,000 naira. I didn't use it to buy data and scroll Instagram looking at other people's success. I didn't use it to buy beer and complain with friends about how hard Nigeria is. I used 2,500 naira to buy ingredients. Simple ingredients for a small batch of Nigerian spice mix. Why spice mix? Because I noticed something. Nigerians living abroad missed home food. They wanted authentic Nigerian taste, and they were willing to pay for it. I spent that Saturday making 20 small packets. My wife helped me package them in Ziploc bags with handwritten labels. Not fancy, not professional, just clean and honest. Sunday after church, I posted photos on a Facebook group for Nigerians in America. Authentic Nigerian spice blend, made fresh, 500 naira equivalent per pack plus shipping. I didn't expect anything. But Monday morning, my phone buzzed. 3 orders, then 5, then 8. By Wednesday, I had sold all 20 packs. Profit, 6,000 naira. I doubled my money in 1 week. But here's what really changed. It wasn't the 6,000 naira. It was the proof. Proof that I could create value. Proof that people would pay. Proof that I wasn't helpless. That 6,000 naira became 12,000 naira the next week. Then 25,000 naira. Then 50,000 naira. Not overnight. Not easy. But steady. Zechariah 4 verse 10 asks, "Who despises the day of small things?" My 3,000 naira was a small thing. 20 packets of spice mix was a small thing. But small things, done consistently, become big things. Today, that spice mix idea has grown into a full food import business, serving Nigerians across America, with over 10 million naira monthly in revenue. But it started with 3,000 naira and a choice. Now, I'm not telling you to sell spice mix. That's my story. I'm telling you this. Whatever you have in your hand right now is enough to start. You don't need 1,000,000 naira. You need a decision. You don't need perfect circumstances. You need diligent action. You don't need everything figured out. You need to figure out the next step. So here's my question for you today. What's your 3,000 naira? What small thing do you have right now that you've been despising? What small step have you been avoiding? Maybe it's 5,000 naira. Maybe it's a skill. Maybe it's an idea. Maybe it's just a willingness to try. Stop waiting for perfect. Start with what you have. In the comment section, tell me, what do you have and when are you starting? Not next month, not next year, this week, because the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. Not the soul of the wisher, not the soul of the waiter, the soul of the diligent. Pray for wisdom. Plan your first step. Act this week. If this encouraged you, share it with someone who's waiting for perfect conditions. Subscribe for more real stories of Nigerians who started small and built something real. On our next video, we're breaking down exactly how to turn a small amount of money into your first 50,000 naira. Pray, plan, act, we move.